Well, hello everybody, and welcome back to G Bear's Off-Grid Ways, a homestead in the desert. And I got the package today. And I want to tell you, that is my favorite company of all, right there. Okay, not only do they have a really understandable name like WattCycle, some of the other ones, everybody has trouble trying to figure out how to pronounce them. But WattCycle is as clear as day. Okay, so as you can see, that's going to be a lithium battery. It's got the warning label on it and all of that. Now this is the new 12.8 volt, 314 amp hour. 314 amp hours in this battery, and it's not light. Okay, it's a little on the heavy side, but considering the power that's in here, it is fairly light. And trust me, if you wanted to get that much power out of a lead acid, it would be as big as the refrigerator or freezer that this box is sitting on right now. So we're going to open this thing up right now. But before I do that, with it in the box, because I already have WattCycle batteries with Bluetooth, I know that this one has Bluetooth because I looked it up before I asked the company to send it to me so I could review it. And it does have Bluetooth. So I just used the Bluetooth app, same one that I had on my phone for the other Bluetooth battery. And I logged in and found this one right away. And I'm going to put that on screen right about here. So anyway, that shows you that what the battery's actual capacity is at right now before we even open the box. And I don't need to use a multimeter or anything like that to find that information out. I can do it right through the box without even opening the box. Isn't that cool? All right, so with that being said, let's get this box open. Now I may have to put this thing down on the floor to lift the battery out because this thing is heavy. All right, so let's cut this open across here. Now you notice there is a little bit of damage on the box here at the top. Let me show you. Okay, so it is damaged there. Something banged on it pretty good there in shipping. So it's got those two bad marks right there. But in the past, all the batteries I've received from WattCycle have come through packed really well, so there usually isn't any damage inside. All right, so let's finish getting this thing open and do our unboxing. Yeah, I used to tell people at one time I was a boxer, and then I got promoted to shipping. all right, I know. Quit running your jaw and let's get this open. All right, so the box was damaged, but they got a real good cushion on top here. So apparently there's not going to be anything wrong inside. And it comes with the service manual, or usual user's manual. And they've got a whole list of batteries now. When I first started dealing with this company, they didn't have hardly anything here. Okay, so now they have the Ultra Smart, the Ultra, and the Mini Smart, and the Mini in the 314 amp hour. That's pretty interesting. I wonder which one they sent me. Okay, I'm going to probably bet that it's the Ultra Smart. I'm just going to bet on that. All right? Because the Mini's smaller than this. All right, so let's get the cover open, and I'm going to raise you up a little bit so you can see inside. Let me crank up the tripod. No, I said tripod, not iPod. All right, so that's a good level right there. Let's lock that in so you guys don't take a ride down the chute while I'm reaching over. So, oh yeah, look at that. I got a nice protector cover on top of that. Very nice. All right, we'll set that to one side. And we've got the, oh, this is actually the Mini. This is the Smart Mini. I know it's upside down. You probably can't see that very well right there, but if you stand on your head right now, you should be able to see it. Smart Edition Mini. All right. So this is not a starter battery, but I do understand they do now make, I think it's the Ultra, that's why I was confused. I think the Ultra is actually a starter battery. It'll do cranking. It'll crank your engine over. All right. Let's see if I can, yeah, I'm not going to get it out that way. So maybe if I move the knife, get it up over to the back here and then tilt it forward like this, and then lower you back down so you can see what's going on. All right, I'll lock it in about there, and I think I can grab the handles and slide it right out just like that. Isn't that cool? All right, so I'm going to set that down on the floor for a second. And we got the package in here with the M8 bolts. And I'm going to take the plastic bag off of it. And we will raise it back up. I'm going to turn it around so that the light is in the right place. All right. So this is what we have. And as you saw by the screenshot I set earlier, the battery's only in the 34% range and something like that. So it's going to have to be charged. So sitting right here is my WattCycle 12 volt 20 amp charger. So that's going to sit down right there, and we're going to take the caps off of this and set that down right there, and we have to get the bolts out. So let's see what's in the little package here. What's nice about having Bluetooth on the batteries, and when I did earlier reviews on batteries earlier for this company, I did mention to them when they were first starting out that nobody should make a LiFePO 4 battery anymore that doesn't have Bluetooth in it. They should all have Bluetooth, because without Bluetooth, you have to have an added item on here, which I had before and I showed you on prior videos, and that's a shunt, all right, a battery monitor shunt. And that's so that you know what's going on inside the battery. But with the Bluetooth, all you have to do is put the app on your smartphone, and everything you need to know is right there. All right, so first thing we're going to do here is I'm going to set, they give you 4 bolts right here. Okay, so they're all M8s, but there's 2 shorts and 2 longs. Now for just doing the charging, I only need the short ones. So we're going to put those in. Now, very important, guys. and gals, you don't want loose connections. Loose connections cause heat, and heat can cause damage to your battery. So you want to make sure that you have a 13 millimeter socket or a 13 millimeter wrench so that you can snug those down. Now, the battery charger itself comes with actually ring connectors on the ends. I added these little alligator clips on there so that I could swap them out a little bit quicker, and it's really not recommended to do that. So, but because I charge multiple batteries sometimes, and which I will be doing soon, because I just had my customer, a new customer who I'm installing solar for, just had him order 4 of these. And we're going to put up a 48 volt system for him. Okay, so we're going to get these connected, I think. All right. And then I got the cord already plugged in, but I got to plug it into this end of the charger. And we have a green light first. Should go red. And there it is. And it just started up, and it started its charging. So right now is 5:45 p.m. on my clock. And we're going to see how long it takes to charge this battery up. We're not going to stand here and watch it while it's doing that. So I'm just going to pause the video, and I will be back. Well, hello everybody, and we are back. I got a full charge on the battery after a little over 10 hours. And now we're running the air conditioner. I've got my modified sine wave inverter hooked up, and it's only a 2000 watt inverter, and I'm running that window air conditioner, and that's the noise that you're hearing right now. So this is going to be a load test on it, a duration test, because I've done this before with a 100 amp hour battery, and right now the app says that I should get a little over 8 hours of runtime running this unit as is. So it is 5 minutes after 1 in the afternoon right now, and what a better day to run this thing and do this test, as it's close to 100 degrees outside. So I'm getting free air conditioning while I'm running this test. Alright, so I'm going to pause this video and let this thing run its time out, and then of course it'll be time to recharge it, because we'll have taken a lot of, well, if not all of the energy out of it. But I'll keep an eye on it, and I'll also take some screenshots. I'm going to add the screenshots I already took at the start of this, and I'll add some more screenshots as to what's happening as the time goes on with this. So bear with me, I'll be back. Okay everybody, I'm back, and I ran that full test running that window air conditioner over there, the one right behind the battery, and I ran that air conditioner for more than 7.5 hours. More than 7.5 hours. For the exact time and the more information on that, I'm going to leave a link to a video I already posted of that whole test. I did post it as a separate video in between doing this video, so I figured why not. That'll cut this video down short a little bit and give you the opportunity, if you want to see more, you can go to that link in the description and see what happened with the air conditioner test, how long it ran a window air conditioner. All right, so to be fair, this is the energy guide from the air conditioner that I used right here. All right, so it's got an 11.0 efficiency rating, which is a fairly decent energy rated unit, but it's still not a new one. It's got to be 6 years old at least, if not, well, I'd say 6 years old. About 6 years since I bought it, and I don't know how long it was in the store before that. But this is the unit, and you can do your numbers from there or look it up if you want. In the meantime, I am very satisfied with these 314 amp hour batteries. Now remember, it does say 12 volts on there, but it's actually 12.8 volts. That's LiFePO 4 battery. 12.8 volts is the nominal voltage for LiFePO 4. Okay, and this is the Smart Mini. This does have Bluetooth. As you've seen early in the video, I posted a bunch of screenshots of the Bluetooth app at different phases of running the battery test on this. Now, right now, I'm not going to get into that, but I have 4 more of these sitting right here in the room, and I'm walking around them because I'm charging each one independently. This one is actually on the charger, and the charger is running right now. It's probably got a few more hours to go yet before it's fully charged, and I've got to charge a total of 4 of these that were ordered by a neighbor who is a customer of mine, who I'm going to be setting up with a solar system, and I will be doing a video on that setup, and I'll show you how that works out for him, running a fairly good sized place on 4 of these 12 volt 314 amp hour batteries, 200 amp BMSs, and I'll be running them connected in series for 48 volts, and it'll be an interesting setup for you to watch. So stay tuned with my channel. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will be posting a lot of interesting stuff pretty soon here. We've got a lot going on, and I can't say it enough. WattCycle, the company to trust. Come here, buddy. It's still a little sore, but you're walking a lot better. That's a good thing.